channel. Today I am here with Christo again.
Hi everyone.
And today we are having a look at the updated Suzuki Ignis. Coming in at 216,900 Rand. It is actually exceptional value for money, and we'll tell you why. Let's just have a look at the interior for a moment, because it is a very windy day today in Cape Town, and I apologize if that comes across on camera. But yeah, it's fairly basic and simple in here, but that's the key of this car. It has everything you need and nothing more. Like, for example, you've got this multifunctional steering wheel where you can go through your modes, and you also can go through your info on your trip meter over here. And you've also got this very nice infotainment system over here that can connect to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as you usually do. And just below that, you've got this very nice piece of design over here for your aircon controls. And I just like the way it looks. And you've also got these buttons that are like sort of fighter jet like, which is just a nice addition to have in this car, just the way it looks for me personally. But yeah, you've also got a reversing camera with park distance control, which is also a nice addition to have in this GLX model. And with this GLX, you also have keyless entry. So you've got a start-stop button over here, and you don't need to worry about taking the key out your pockets, because on the exterior you can also lock and unlock the car with a button. So that's a very nice addition. But other than that, I feel very comfortable in this car. It's very basic and simple. Most cars these days are too finicky, you have too much tech in it, and this has everything you need and nothing more, as I mentioned. So I just like the way it looks in here. I mean, you've got this two-tone with the black and the white, which is quite nice and different in my opinion. Some people may not like it, but I like it. It just makes things a little bit more different in this car. So but yeah, it's a very comfortable place to be. And coming to the back, I mean, it's a little bit more basic back here. You do have electric windows that do actually go all the way down, which is rare in a hatchback, which is quite nice. But other than that, I mean, it's very basic in here. You do have enough space, but I'm a bit shorter, so I mean, I'm going to fit. This is my driving position, and there is quite a lot of space for your head and for your legs. And as I did mention, you do have this cup holder in the back here, but I mean, it's fairly basic back here. There's nothing much to talk about. It's just comfortable.
Right, so while we have a break in the wind, let's quickly take a look at the exterior of the Suzuki Ignis. So, I mean, upon the first glance, you might not think it's a really cool car, but I really think it is. I mean, it's small, nippy, it's agile. I mean, you can put this into any parking space, to any small little tight road, it'll go there. I mean, you've got 180 millimeters of ground clearance, so if you want to, you know, park up on the curb, or you know, need to wiggle yourself through a small and tight street, this car can definitely do that. You've got a chrome bit on the grille here and there, which are plastic. Daytime LED running lights as well as fog lights. It sits on 15-inch alloy wheels finished in this beautiful black, which I think makes the car look really cool. Same contrast thing, you've got a lighter silver roof rail. Grills on the side, which kind of makes it look like shark grills, which is actually quite cool. Same thing at the rear here. You've got a contrasting color on the rear with this lighter silver and this dark grey. Now moving to the boot, where things get really interesting. So with the seats up, it's 260 litres worth of boot capacity. However, once you put the seats down, it's 947 litres worth of boot capacity, which for such a small car, I mean, it's really impressive.
So this little Ignis has a 1.2 litre petrol engine that pushes out 61 kilowatts and 113 newton meters of torque. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but it's perfectly adequate for a car of this size. I mean, I find overtaking maneuvers to be very easy. I find driving to be very smooth. And I mean, overall, the ride quality is phenomenal. I mean, because it has such a high ground clearance, you can usually go over bumps and maybe even off-road if you feel like it with ease. And this car does really handle it quite well, I found. And I mean, after driving it for a week, I've claimed average fuel consumption of 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers, and Suzuki's claimed is 5.1. So I've always mentioned that Suzuki's fuel economy has been on the ball, and it's no different with this Ignis. And I must say, with the updated little touches on this car, I think that this car really shows to be a great contender for its rivals. I really think that this is what you should go for if you're maybe looking for at a Swift or whatever. I would genuinely spend that extra bit of money, because you get a little bit of a higher ride height, and I mean, it's just a very nice car to drive overall, and it's very nippy through town. It's small, and I mean, honestly, there's no complaints I have about this car. I mean, there's no wonder that it's Suzuki's second best seller after the Swift. Obviously the Swift is cheaper than this and has a bit less equipment, but I mean, that is something about this car that has about it as well, is value for money. The Swift has that, but this has a little bit more extra, and I just feel it would be worth your time to spend that extra money on this car and just enjoy it a little bit more, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I have nothing more to say. I think you should go and have a look at one at your nearest dealership. Well, that's it from us at Dutchman Seb. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I must say, we have really enjoyed this baby Ignis, because it is exceptional value for money, as we have just shown you. And it is nippy, small, agile. You can do everything that you want to do with it. And yeah, we really enjoyed it. I mean, there's no complaints of this car. And it's compared to the Suzuki Swift, I think if you paid a little bit extra bucks for this, you'd have a much better experience. So go and check it out at the nearest dealership if you can. And yeah.
And that's it from us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think of it. If you're going to go see one of your nearest dealership, comment your thoughts, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.